Never underestimate that a small group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Margaret Mead.
So a parent gave me this quote, and it's one of my favorite quotes. And I think it epitomizes Tierra, Pacifica. It's a small group of people making huge change in the world. And the belief that together we can do things that no one of us could ever do alone. And that's absolutely true. So today I'm going to talk about the organizational structure, which sounds like it would be a really dry topic, but it actually is amazing because it's very similar to the companies in the world that are making the biggest changes. How they have organized themselves so that they can move quickly and so that they're using all of their talent in the best way. It's kind of intricate organizational model, and I'm trying to break it down so that it seems really simple to understand, so it'll be interesting. The first thing you got to understand is that we are a public school. So we're a public school just like the other public schools in the United States. The state this is the state, and they collect taxes from everyone in the state. And then because we, the people, have decided it's good to educate children, that there should be public, free education, they distribute that money to the schools by how many kids there are in the school. And so our funding comes from the state by the number of kids that we have. And with that funding comes responsibilities. So we have rule books and laws and accountability and governance procedures and financial responsibilities, rules as intricate as how many minutes kids have to be in the classrooms or how many days they need to be there, health and safety things. There are all sorts of laws that we're responsible to the state for in exchange for getting the public money. So that's how the school operates. Then we are under Live Oak District, which basically means Live Oak is responsible to report if we do something that seems egregious in breaking laws. And also, we own our buildings, but we rent the land from them. So there are landlords of the land, and so we have to do negotiations with Live Oak District. But we are not a school under Live Oak District. There's a superintendent and a board of directors for all of the Live Oak schools. They are not in charge of our school. We are a separate school district as a charter school. I'm the principal, and I'm also would be called the superintendent of the school. So if an issue comes up, the state deals directly with me, and I deal directly with the state. We're not part of another district. We're our own separate school district. So the responsibilities are not just mine to make sure that we meet all of the state's requirements. They also belong to a board of directors. So we have our own school board of directors, and right now there are, I think, 5 members on it. So if you could see the petals on the outside of this little lotus, that's like each of the people on the board of directors. And they are parents at our school. There could be outside members. Those parents are responsible for knowing what the laws are, what the agreements are with the state, what we're doing fiscally, make sure that we don't do something that's illegal or fiscally unsound. They are responsible for knowing what the mission of our school is, and the mission was just decided by the staff and parents together. But once you decide on a mission, then you want to stay true to it unless the whole group decides something else. So they have to always be thinking, what did we decide was our mission? What did we decide was our vision? What is our strategic plan? Because the whole group of the school makes plans of what we want to accomplish in the next 5 years. It's the board of directors' job to like hold us moving forward in that direction. And this is me in the middle of the board of directors. I'm not on the board, but I attend all the board meetings, and they hire me. I'm advising them. I'm giving them my opinion on things. But they're the group conscience. Because if the principal, if I had an idea and it wasn't well thought out, it's very important to have a board of directors that are thinking through also. So it's kind of checks and balance system. In most schools, that's where the organizational plan kind of kind of ends. Then it goes from the principal down to a kind of a hierarchy, now telling the staff what to do. And staff meetings in most schools are the teachers sitting, listening as the instructional leader, the principal tells them what they should do. In our school, we are democracy in action. That's what every aspect of the school is. So teacher meetings look like this, and it's not just teachers, it's the teacher assistants, it's the office manager, it's the financial person. We're sitting in circles. We meet twice a week and make decisions as a group. And I'm the instructional leader, so I'm facilitating, helping guide us toward our visions and keeping us on track. Every meeting at our school pretty much is done in a circle, because it's symbolically, the symbolism of that actually influences how people interact in a group, whether they really feel part of and can speak up, or whether they feel like they really don't have ownership. So when we have parent meetings, we sit in a circle. Staff meetings are in a circle. Students have class meetings on a regular basis. They sit in a circle, so everyone has an equal say. And we start the meetings with a moment of silence to kind of remove ourselves from all the other stuff we're dealing with in our emotional lives and the rest of the thing, and be totally present to what we're there for. Then we do a check-in, so personal check-in. How's your day? How's your week? How's your family? Relationship is the key to having a community that works really powerfully together. People knowing each other are willing to work much harder and to collaborate. And not working with relationship causes huge conflict in organizations. For instance, in a staff, it may seem like one teacher isn't really pulling their load one week. Maybe they didn't follow through with some child that needed something followed through, and very quickly, other staff members can make up stories about what's going on and develop a resentment, and then you have the friction. They're not doing their share. No, I'm not going to do my share. Things like that. When you meet once a week and you share what's going on in your personal lives, people will say, my mother just got sick and I've been on the phone for days. I'm trying to get a plane ticket and I might have to go and be with her. Or, there's some health concerns in our family. They let people know what's going on. And in the 14 years that we've been in existence, I don't think there have been conflicts on the staff. People immediately feel compassion and help each other out. Or someone says, I'm overwhelmed by the kids in my class. I don't know how to, I don't know what to do about this. The whole staff then helps, rather than it feeling like teachers are on their own working on things. So that check-in at the beginning of staff meetings, at the beginning of parent meetings, at the beginning of board meetings, at the beginning of committee meetings and team meetings is essential. Relationship. Same in the classroom. That if the teachers build really strong relationships with the kids really want to go the extra mile. So let's see. In most schools, if this were a symbol, this would be all the kids. There's bright, shiny stars, and that's what the school is about. So there's the instructional leader, and there's the staff, and then all the action is happening between those people. But at Tierra Pacifica, we're a parent participation school. So instead of just having the children and this little group of a staff, we have every single parent, and this big pile of crystals represents all the parents in the school. So you have all of those adults are completely involved in the school and giving their talents. And that's amazing because among the parents, of course, you've got a policeman, and you've got a fireman, and you've got somebody who paints houses, and you have somebody who does carpentry, and you have someone who knows how to garden, and you have somebody who knows how to do technology and fix computers, and every skill is there. And so if you as we do at our school, get to know every parent and ask them, what do you know how to do? Then all those skills can be met from the parent community, and that's what happens at our school.